Okay, good morning, class. So, in this lesson, we're going to look at the last section dealing with perimeter and area. We're looking at the area of the shaded region today. Okay. At this point, we're going to pause the video and I'll explain to you where the shaded area actually come from and all of those things. Okay. For those of you who are interested, you'll find the explanation in the description box below. Okay, which is last year's lesson, or you'll get the full lesson in the description box below. Okay. Alright, so at this point we have explained where the service area actually and how the service area actually works. So let's look at examples in the okay. For those of you who need the full explanation on this, you can watch the description box below. You'll find the link to the full lesson. Okay. So we're looking at 9, and this is on page 173, no? 175. So let's look at the area of this shaded region. What do you see here? You see so the area of the shaded region. What is the bigger shape here? A circle. Not so. What's the radius of the circle? 7 centimeters. Not so. The area of a circle minus. What's the other shape? A triangle. Can you all see that? So we're going to need to work out the area of a triangle minus area of a semicircle. And the radius of the semicircle is? What is it? You will agree with that? Is there anybody that's confused? Yes, Michael? What do you think? You think the base is 7? No. 14 is. Why would it be 14? 7 and 7. Okay. So how do you calculate the area of a circle? Pi radius squared, not so. Minus, how do you calculate the area of a triangle? Half base times perpendicular minus the area of a semicircle. How do you calculate the area of a circle? Pi r squared. But half of it divided by 2. Why divided by 2? So that's half. Oh, I could have said a half pi r squared. Why? Because that's half a circle. Can you see that? She's talking about the 2 pi r. When do we use 2 pi r? Who can tell her? Perimeter or circumference. We're going to work out the outside. Here we're talking about the area only. Okay, don't get confused there. Okay. So anybody that's confused at this point? Okay. And you all have drawn the diagram at this point already in your books. Okay. Okay, carry on. So let's do the substitution. We said pi is going to be what? 22 over 7. It's going to be 22 over 7 times r squared. 7 squared. So you write it in. Minus a half times you write in the base. And what you think the perpendicular height is? Remember, I'm not going to give it to you, but I'm going to show you the perpendicular height is going to be this length here. Don't call it out if you know what it is, okay? It's your perpendicular height. And you get minus pi, which is 22 over 7, times your radius squared, divided by 2. Just do that substitution quickly. Alright. So we see the radius is 7, no? So So it's going to be 7 squared minus a half times. What is the base of this triangle? 14. Times the perpendicular height. What's the height from there to there? Huh? 7. Who says 7? Why 7? There we go. From center to circumference is always going to be 7. Can you see? All around the circle here. From radius to circumference, that length is always going to be, from center to circumference, which is your radius, will always be 7 in the circle.
So it's always going to be a half of the.
Sorry?
So it's always going to be the half.
Of the diameter, yeah. Okay. So it's simply going to be, whoops. Okay, so we're going to be times 7 minus pi. What is pi? 22 over 7 times 7 squared over 2, or times half. Okay? You can either divide by 2 or times it by half. Alright, so here it's a bit the method of simplifying. The 7's cancel. No, it doesn't. 7 squared is 49, so it's 22 over 7 times 49 plus, minus 2 going into 2 ones, 2 going into 14 7 times, so 7 times 7 is 49 minus 2 going into 2 ones, 2 going into 22 11 times, so it's 11 over 7 times 7 squared is 49. Okay, so that's going to give you 7 going to 7 1, 7 going to 49 7 times, so it's 22 times 7 is 14, 14, 15, 154 minus 49 minus 7 going to 7 1, 7 going to 49 7 times, so it's going to be 77. 154 minus 49 is going to give you 14 is going to give you 10. 105 minus 77, 105 minus 77, so it's going to be 9 is 2, 22. 22 centimeters squared. Okay. And just confirm if I'm correct here. So it's going to be 22 over 7. Whoops. 22 over 7 times 7 squared minus a half times 14 times 7 minus a half times 22 over 7 times 7 squared, 28. Here's my mistake. So it's 22 over 7 times 7 squared. 154, that is right. It's half times 14 times 7, 49, and then pi times 22 over 7 times 7 squared, 77. So 154 minus 49, 96. So it's 154 minus 49, no? 105, okay? Minus 77. Okay, my mistake is here. 15 minus 7 is 8 and not 2. I'm thinking of 12 there. So it's 28. Okay? It would have costed me a mark in the exam. Okay? And I don't like losing a mark in the exam, no? Alright. But you guys understand what is happening here? Any confusion? Okay. Sorry about that mistake there. The last one quickly before we stop this video here. Number 10. I'm also taking too long here. Should be under 10 minutes this video. We already got 10 minutes. Okay, so let's do this one quickly. What's going to happen here? What is the bigger shape? A square, yes. Area of the shaded region is going to be a square. minus. Minus, yes, good start. Quarter, yes. Wow. You got it. Did you all see that? That this here is actually a quarter of a circle. You all see that? So it's that area of that minus a quarter of a circle. Or a circle divided by 4. So how do you calculate the area of a square? Side times side of side squared. Not so. Minus a quarter. Area of a circle. Pi r squared. Not so. What's the length of a side here? 16. So it's going to be 16 squared minus a quarter pi. What is pi? You need to do over 7 times your radius, which is, what's the radius of the circle that I just drew now? 16. Can you see that, people? Because I just go in the circle around there. From center to circumference is must your radius. Not so? So that's going to be 16 squared. So these numbers are fairly large. I was going to use the calculator here. As I indicated, the time, I don't want to spend too much time here on this video still. So it's 16 squared. It's 256 minus 2 goes into here twice, into the 11 times. So it's going to be a half times 11 over 7 times 16 squared. Also in your exam, we're not going to make the numbers massive that you actually need a calculator for. However, the author of this book, he set it in that sense that he knew that you guys are going to be, we allowed a calculator at this point. Okay? So it's 256 minus, that answer is going to be 384 over 7, or standard decimal. Of course, you won't be, not necessary. So it's 54,86, unless the questions say write it in 2 decimal places. Okay, which is 1. And this is centimeters squared. People, you guys understand? Okay, so if you need to, when we do the homework and you need another explanation on it, you can just watch the video again, or you can watch the full lesson in the description box. Okay? At this point, we'll stop the video.